And when people think about succession planning, they often think about contracts and lawyers and fiscal agreements, which are all critical.
Sure. It's certainly part of it.
It is very much an important part of it. What often gets, I will say at the extreme, completely ignored, and at best, usually not given enough attention, is surfacing and smoking out all of the underlying sacred cows, elephants in the room, the hard things that are getting in the way of having open, honest heart. Honest and healthy conflict, and really having those conflicts and those conversations that are uncomfortable dealt with so that you can actually come up with contracts and financial agreements that aren't blanketed in resentment and have to be rewritten 5 times and end up in a nightmare later.
Right.
It's helping people understand how to be stubborn about the right things.
Yes.
And get all those issues out so that you can actually develop a plan that is going to be adhered to because everyone's bought in.
Yep.
Because they helped create it and it worked through some issues that sometimes for generations have not been worked through, especially in family business.
I was just about to say, especially in family businesses, and we do a lot of work with agriculture. There can be some heavy stuff there to work through. And the whole idea of succession is that things are able to keep going. The business is able to keep thriving, or maybe even thrive for truly the first time.
Right.
We help work through, well, what's the stuff that's keeping you from getting there?
Right. Yep.
Whoa, there's a lot. Good stuff. That's something that we could talk about forever is succession planning, and where the crisis right now with the CEOs and the weakness of the pipeline, all those things.
Yeah.
And we'll keep an eye on what the trends are looking like with that. And I'm sure we'll revisit this topic from time to time. But Layci, is there anything else you'd like to add to this already quite robust
I know we were supposed to be short. I think something that could be a really good deep dive, we don't have time this episode, but a deep dive for future episodes. Listeners, let us know if you like this. What are the top 3 to 5 things about succession that people get wrong?
Oh, that's great.
Where do we see it fly off the rails? Maybe we'll do one for our family business because that's its own thing. And then one for businesses that are not family businesses.
Yeah. That sounds great. And I have been actually toying with the idea of we need to poll our listeners and viewers and ask some specific questions about what would be helpful for you to see and discuss. But that's a big one. Okay, we're going to write that down. That's going to be a future episode. We're going to revisit that in the future in greater detail. Awesome. Well, Layci, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here, for joining me today. And listeners and viewers, thank you for being here. And remember, go manage like a leader.